Good rising, beautiful people. Today's my off day. Look what somebody gave me yesterday. I gonna bust it off of my hand now, and I gonna throw it in the corner. Cause like, what is this? I know, I understand the I don't know. I just like, it's heavy. But anyways, so like you see what's going on in Jamaica, and then like Fox News, all these different news showing how beautiful the island is, and TVJ hosting a water party in is it Walpark? I don't even know what they call it. You know, but it showed that the people and them really don't care. We never care. We Jamaicans, we don't really take. Only time we take it serious is when it's not happening to us. That's the only time when we take it serious. When it's happening to us, we don't take it serious because we could. There's so much more. Like we are happy people. Like come on, Jamaicans are happy people. I just love us. But there's a next side of Jamaica, the Rasta community. I'm always welcome over that side, and they accept me over that side, and they're like, oh, this is a war. Jamaican is in the middle of a war, and I don't know what like. That's why I say World War Three is rumors of war, because if it's supposed to happen, then we all die. You know what I mean? Because like the new like remember like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think remember you have biological warfare, psychological warfare. No, with this, with they're saying, oh, this is just a war or whatnot. They testing whatever. Like I gonna see if I could find a clip to repost a clip with somebody explaining it. I'm like, I'm like, but the next thing too, I love God, and I feel like they say God is a Trinity because they don't have hurricane and storm and stuff like that in Trinidad. But I would say God is a Jamaican because you allow them things to happen in Jamaica, but it never really ever affect Jamaicans. And like it costs money, there's money to but every time you storm come Jamaica, it just make Jamaican build bigger and go higher and do greater, like it never set we back then, and it will never set we back no. But I don't know, so that is that also. I wanted to post yesterday about like what was going on, but I realized not everything that happened in my life I should post about it. But yesterday a friend of mine started to act suicidal. I'm like, yeah, like I want people to understand when I having these thoughts, but I just can't understand when people having these thoughts. I'm like, girl, not with me, not around me. Because like I could understand if a person want to kill themselves because they're hungry or life hard, because like that would drive me to think like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna be hungry till I die. I'd rather die now, bitch. Bye. But I mean, when somebody's suicidal over like a nigga, I'm like zero tolerance. Like I just can't tolerate that. Like I felt it for my friend, but then when I realized why she getting on to, I'm like, I ignored she the whole entire day until she started just be normal, and then be normal to access my energy again, because she realized like when she like and crying over that like when you buy a shoe, right? This is when I realized I was like, I can't take this anymore. When you buy a shoe, right? Them white thing that does be in the shoes, like this white this thing, like in a white packet, a square white thing, like I don't know what to call. Is it can't ball? The girl take two of that, like it's like it's a centimol. Bam bam, and drink some water. I'm like, yeah, bye. You know what I mean? I'm like, you're weird for real. You know. And then I was if a part of the Rasta community. So when I see Rasta, I'm like, yeah. I try to you have a lot of different Rasta. You have Rasta who believe Jesus is God. You have Rasta who believe um King Selassie, and you have to know how to relate to all of them. So I was relating to a brother to another mother, and he come and he give me this. And what is this? I see the evil eye. I see the lion. I can't even remember what the tiger eye, but I don't see no other crystal. And I'm like, nigga, please, it's heavy. I want to take, I gonna bust it off my hand because I was like, give me a lock to take it, to remove it, and to put it on. He said, Rasta don't wear locks. It gonna mash up the energy. So that is the update. That is what's going on. And also, I'm gonna post a video where Putin, the President Putin of Russia, was give a grandiose speech, a heartfelt speech about the Melissa, the storm destruction in Jamaica. I think that is very thoughtful of him to have done. And also the CARICOM, all the CARICOM countries like Bahamas, and all the most of the CARICOM countries, not Trinidad. Did I just say not Trinidad? Not Trinidad. But the others, is coming together to help, to invest in Jamaica, or to, what's the next word? To sponsor, because Jamaica prison system, the whole prison flood out, the whole prison thing gone. They had a female prison in the middle of the water, that gone. You know what I mean? So they have to build a new prison. And I think that was needed. That was God planned. God planned. That was God planned because, like, I think they did really need new prison. You know. And that's that. And the next weird vibes that I'm catching lately is like people want me to talk to the nigga. And you gonna know is you're talking to bitch. Cause like you gonna be like, oh, two things you talk about me. Yes, it's you. What you think if people always say if you don't have money, you can't teach me more money. I show you girls not see me